All right, y'all, let's talk about this full moon in Capricorn. This is the second full moon in Capricorn in a row. So the second consecutive full moon in Capricorn, which is quite unique. So this is like a ending, like a closing, a chapter. So definitely doing some self-reflection on the past 28 days. What has happened? What did you manifest? What did you release with the last full moon? What did you set your intentions for with the new moon? And how are you feeling and how are you doing right now as a cycle is coming to an end? There is something for you, whether you recognize it or not. You are entering into a new era. I don't know if you feel it, but the energy shifts has been crazy. Let's go ahead and talk about this full moon a little bit. We're gonna do a little reading and we're gonna have an amazing week. So this full moon in Capricorn is in the 29th degree. As we know, it was in I want to say in the first degree, the last full moon. So that's why it's like an ending to a chapter. Like, do you feel the completion? Do you feel the next level? Like, I am really picking up on next level. Like, this is real life, like next level shit. I know we've been saying this for a while and it just keeps like, okay, when is it coming? When is it coming? I'm tired of, the same things. I'm ready to start this new chapter. I feel like you have taken that leap and you have started putting some things into motion. The ascension symptoms have been crazy. I know for me personally, I've been experiencing these symptoms for months and it's just been getting stronger and stronger and stronger to the point where like I'm having chest pain. I keep feeling dizzy. But it's like I can still function. I can still operate with all the things that's been happening in my body. The way my mentality and the setup is like, my flesh will be like, something ain't right. We need to go get checked out. Something gotta give. But my spirit is like, it's okay. Just get outside, go do some grounding, hydrate, rest, and know that everything is happening for you. Like, things are starting to shift. Things are starting to look up. This full moon is definitely causing some revelations. And it's a time for celebration as well because you have come so far. We have come so far as a collective, and I know things seem so hard and, the economy seems to be going down, and we cannot allow what is going on in the economy affect the way that we are living and that we are operating day to day. Because if you really sit down and think about it, everybody has their own little worlds. We have our own worlds. We have our social media world. We have our physical world. We have, our spiritual practice world. We have the world as to how we are healing and growing and releasing, people that just doesn't serve our highest good. Also release, social media content that is not serving your highest good anymore. I feel like there is some stuff that you come across that is irritating your soul, and that is because you're ascending. This next level metamorphic type shit going on, okay? Somebody career-wise, now as we know, our Capricorns is all about their money, materialistic, making sure, everything is in order and they all about their money. Our earth signs are all about their money, especially the Capricorns. So if they ain't got nothing else going on, they're gonna make sure they are looking good and their finances are straight. So I feel like this full moon is pushing us into that drive of, in the direction of career, finances, business, entrepreneur type of energy, okay? So being practical, unexpected things happening in your career, and also having the drive to move forward and not just think about it, not just sit in it, not just like, yes, sit down, write it out, feel the feels, but then put action. That's what we need. We need the action behind it all, okay? Venus is also in Leo now, so relationships, reconnecting relationships. I feel like you know, people that aren't meant to be together are parting ways, and people that have been manifesting and calling in love is starting to make those connections. So ashe, and thank God for that, right? Because that, I feel like, has been a long time coming for a lot of the people in the collective. Make sure you stay to the end, because we're gonna do a reading and I'm gonna get y'all some affirmations. Make sure you are sticking around so you can get those goodness as well. Okay, with this Venus being in Leo and sextile in Jupiter and Gemini, this is really bringing in that look in our relationships and our connections. Okay, so calling us to spice things up. Maybe you need to go out on a date. Maybe you need to do something that is, you know, going to make you feel and look good and assist you with being free, being in your energy, really tapping into that authenticity that you've been working so hard at, putting it to work, because now is the time. Okay, so go ahead and step out, come out of hiding. I feel like somebody's in hiding, don't really want to go out and do anything. Find a nice little spot where you can vibe, eat good food, hanging with good people, and be your authentic self. Okay, be your authentic self. Some could be feeling overwhelmed with the changes. Let's talk about it. Are you feeling overwhelmed with the changes that are happening? Because the changes are happening, and they're happening swiftly. We've been talking about this since last year, and I feel like now that we're in the middle of the year, they're really taking off, and quickly. Like, they're taking off, and they're taking off quickly. So a lot of people that have not been doing the work, they are extremely overwhelmed with the changes that's taken place. And a lot of uncomfortable truths and unprocessed pain is being exposed at this time. And we know how people that have not been tapping into their shadows, that have not been healing, if those things are being exposed, especially with the full moon illuminating these shadows and bringing things up that's super uncomfortable, they're going to lash out at the closest people to them. So be aware of that, and don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. Back from that person. Allow them the space and the time that they need. This energy is definitely letting us know, like, these pains, these uncomfortable truths, it is ready to be processed. And that's exactly why it's coming up, because it's time. If you are ready to end out this cycle, if you're ready to put these things to an end, it is time. And it's time to acknowledge them, to tap into them, to love on them, to give them space. And then we have our cardinal signs that are really feeling this the most. So if you are a cardinal sign with a late degree, Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, you are probably experiencing and really going through a lot right now. Depending on where you are in your journey, you're probably experiencing and feeling, and things are coming up, and you're just like feeling overwhelmed, or you are riding the waves very easily because you know what's going on. You already processed the pain and all the things. Okay, so it kind of just depends on where you are in your journey, always. And then our fixed signs in the early degrees, so Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio, if you are in the earlier degrees of those signs, you're probably experiencing a lot of the same things, like really feeling this full moon in Capricorn, and all these changes are either a breeze because you've been, you know, doing the work, or it's very difficult because you have not tapped in and you've been ignoring and hiding and not processing. Okay, these repetitive cycles, 10-10 could be significant, is definitely having the spotlight right now. So unprocessed past pain that needs your attention. Again, that is the highlight, that is the spotlight for this full moon in Capricorn. And you know, we're still in the energy up until about Tuesday. You're gonna be feeling it. Full moons can be hard for you, or they can be easy for you. It just kind of depends on where you are in your journey, and if you're connected with the moon cycles and you're like flowing with, you know, being on moon time. It just kind of depends. Just to kind of touch base on full moons, and it's a full moon, that just means that the light of the sun is fully illuminating the moon. Okay, Emotions are fully heightened at this time. Unresolved emotions and issues comes to surface so you can release. And this is a nice time to do some journaling, doing some releasing, tapping in, using this moon phase to assist you with your healing, making sure that these triggers that's coming up, tapping into them, sitting in them, feeling them. Stop suppressing them. Stop waiting to have an outburst. Stop waiting to just not being able to take it anymore. No, as soon as you start feeling these emotions and you are being triggered, you tap into that right then and there, or at least that day or the next day. Don't allow these feelings to build up over time, because then you're going to lash out on the people that's most closest to you and ain't got nothing to do with it. It could be like the smallest things that you are just really triggered by, or you're really overly emotional about. 1222. This full moon in Capricorn is like, this has been the last 30 days, 30 days has been the journey of maturation, and it continues. The sun is still in Cancer, and then the moon's in Capricorn. So the signs are opposites. So those are polarities. So it continues with how I was saying in the last full moon in Capricorn video, how Cancer is the mother and Capricorn is the father. So, really tapping into the maturation of, have you matured? Have you healed through those motherly and fatherly wounds? Are you being the best mother or father to yourself or to your children? Have you talked to your mother and father about things as you are healing and growing and releasing? Or is that something that you still need to do? So basically, how have you matured in the journey of healing these inner child wounds? That is what this energy is bringing right now, okay? This full moon, completion of a chapter. So this is a good time to reflect on the past month and make changes that are overdue. So the activation of the 29-degree breaking point. This is a powerful point of the zodiac wheel, okay? When activated, we are about to complete a learning process. What learning process are you completing at this time? Really sit in that energy and tap in, like, what have I learned? What am I closing out? And what's next? What's next, okay? Issues reaching breaking points. Everything becomes extreme when the 29th degree is activated. Everything just seems very extreme. Full moon in Capricorn, Neptune, Pisces, feeling big shift being made, and it's not reversible. It's in an irreversible way. So now is the opportunity to gain awareness of what you still need to do and take responsibility for it. Are you moving forward? What are you releasing? What are you letting go? What are you ending out? I can't say that enough. Like, it's time to end the BS. It's time to bring it to an end. So this is a new learning process, 1616, with some purging that needs to take place. So there's some things that you need to let go of. Again, full moons are for releasing, and this full moon in Capricorn is not coming to play. It's not coming to play. And you probably already realize or recognize, the energy that it is bringing. So make sure you are taking a step back. Finish some unfinished business to fully move forward, okay? Let's go ahead and get a full moon reading. Let's do some card pulls. We are going to use the angel deck here and see what spirit has to say, and then we're going to get some affirmations, okay? If you're not a part of my Patreon, I highly recommend you come on in. We do energy readings once a week. Ooh. So we got Archangel Saddlefin in the color turquoise, the number 9, which represents endings. So we got forgiveness, seeking freedom, and healing, okay? So with this, you could have a lot of questions. You could be experiencing chaos, being aware of what's going on, being aware of your pain, okay? Being aware of the things that you need to be grateful for. And are you being greedy when it comes to something? And these are things that we got to take accountability for. Are you being greedy when it comes to spending and not wanting, to use your money and wanting to other people to use theirs? Are you being greedy or stingy, with things that's in your possession that you know you could share, but you just don't want to. Really just tapping into those things and really asking yourself, what cycle do I need to end out in order to move forward? Okay. So we also got don't compromise. So some things are going to be coming back. And it may be like old relationships coming back in, somebody trying to come back in and win you over because they see that you're happy. You could be with someone else and they see that you are living your life, you are glowing, you're taking care of yourself differently, you are bragging about this person that you're with, and they are probably going to be trying to make their way in. They're gonna be texting, they're gonna be calling, they're gonna be commenting on your post just to make themselves feel seen and heard. Okay, so definitely making sure you're creating those boundaries. Do not compromise, especially if you tried this thing time and time again and it did not work. Allow it to stay where it is. Okay, if you're in a new relationship and things are going good, enjoy that, embrace that, and allow it to be good. Okay, be in that moment and don't fight it, don't run, don't fight it. I feel like you need to sit still. You need to sit still. You need to feel the feelings. You need to feel the triggers. You need to figure out if it's a trigger that you can't deal with, or if it's a boundary that's being pressed, or is it something that you can talk through with your person so y'all can move forward and continue to get to know each other. Okay, so do not compromise. Make sure you have healthy boundaries and make sure you're still, taking care of yourself and stop tapping into that heart chakra. Okay. And then we got career transition. So somebody is definitely stepping into some type of a new way in making money. So whether that's a new opportunity, a new job, a business that you've been working on and now you're about to be doing this business full time, whether that's a promotion, whether that's putting in your notice because you're going somewhere else. Somebody, if not everybody that sees this, is about to be stepping foot into some new ways into making money. And it's going to be fulfilling in a way that is very abundant and prosperous. And it's going to be more about feeling fulfilled, your heart, feeling full, you enjoying doing what you're doing. And don't fight that either. This is a good change. And sometimes we like to self-sabotage. Don't do that. Do not self-sabotage. Do not, make yourself feel like you don't deserve this. You've been praying for this. You've been manifesting this. Do not get in your own way. Go ahead and take that leap of faith. Small steps add up to big results, big goals being met. So even if it's just like something small you're doing every single day, keep doing it and making sure you're resting and filling your cup and setting those healthy boundaries. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some affirmations. So our affirmations are, I am in perfect balance. I am in perfect balance. I do not worry about things I cannot control. I do not worry about things I cannot control. And I am supported by love. I am surrounded by love and support. I am surrounded by love and support. I do want to leave you with this real quick. It was very difficult for me to get on here and do this because I just feel like I've had so much going on. My energy's been pulled in many directions and I'm not mad at it. I've been enjoying my life. But I really was getting in my head about getting on here and doing this message. And I really, really, really wanted to do it. But it was like I was finding it difficult to actually get on here and do this message. I just had to do it. I just had to do it because sometimes we want things to be perfect. We want things to be perfect, especially when we're putting content out there. But show up as your pure, authentic self. And when you have a minute to do something that is going to be fulfilling for you, just do it. Just do it. I don't feel like I was dressed to get on here and do this reading. I feel like I had so much to do around the house. I just felt like, again, my energy is getting pulled and my mind is getting pulled in so many directions. But I said, you know what? I'm about to buckle down. I'm about to take out an hour or an hour and a half of my day to do this reading that I've been wanting to do since last week. And even though this reading is kind of late because today, the full moon is yesterday and today, I wanted to do it sooner, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You do not have to be perfect. You are perfectly imperfect, and nobody's really judging you but yourself, okay? So dive in and just get up and just do it. Do what you have to do the things that is fulfilling to your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, okay? I love you guys so much. If you're on my Patreon, you will get some journal prompts as well. I'm going to drop those in the description when I post this video. If you're not in my Patreon, I highly recommend you come on in with us. And then also, of course, I'm always posting on all of my other platforms. I hope you have an abundant week. This week is going to be amazing. Something amazing is going to happen. Something you've been praying for, something you've been manifesting. It's coming to you. It's coming. You just got to be open to receiving and don't miss it.